my dear students, let's start our science session with Ms. Hasna Mustafa. Let's start our session with outcomes. Number 1, identify plant needs to differentiate between basic and non-basic needs. Design a model for plant structure. Select kind of plant to plant it. Appreciate the greatness of the Creator Allah. After our discussion together, we find that the plant needs. A plant is a living organism, like a human being, that goes through different stages of growth. A plant needs water, air, and sunlight. Again, a plant is a living organism, like a human being that grows through different stages of growth. A plant needs water, air, sunlight. We have 2 types of needs. Number 1, basic needs. Sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, nutrients. The plant can't live without them. But not basic needs or non-basic needs: soil, oxygen gas, sugar, and forests. The soil is not a basic plant need because some plants don't need soil to grow, such as some plants grow in water, some plants grow on other plants, some plants grow in the air. Parts of the plant: roots, stem, leaves, flower. Let's start with the very important part in the plant: leaves. Function of leaves. Leaves make the food sugar for the plant by absorbing sunlight and making the photosynthesis process. Leaves collect sunlight. The air enters the leaves from stomata. Stomata, they are tiny openings that allow air to enter the leaves. Again, it's very important. Stomata, they are tiny openings that allow air to enter the leaves. We have 2 types of leaves. First one, narrow leaves and flat and white leaves. Narrow leaves, such as pine tree. Flat and wide, like banana tree. Number 2, stem. It is the second part of the plant. Water and nutrients moves upward through tubes inside the stem called xylem, which connects to stem with the leaves. Again, stem. Water and nutrients move upward through tubes inside the stem called xylem, which connects the stem with the leaves. Types of stem. We have 5 types of stem. Number 1, wide stem. Number 2, upright stem. Climb stem. Number 4, tuber stem. Number 5, runner stem, like strawberry. Tuber, like potato. The function of roots. It's very important point. Fix the plant in the soil, absorb water and nutrients from the soil, have roots hairs that increase the amount of absorbed water and nutrients. Again, number 1, function of roots. Number 1, fix the plant in the soil. Number 2, absorb water and nutrients from the soil. Number 3, have roots hair. The function of roots hair what? The increase the amount of absorbed water and nutrients. Photosynthesis process. It is a process of making food inside plant leaves using water, sunlight, and carbon dioxide gas. So, we have 3 ingredients to make the food for the plant: So the plant needs three ingredients to make the food. Which part makes the food in the plant? It's leaves. So it's very important. So leaves needs what? Light energy, carbon dioxide gas, and water to give us glucose and oxygen. Glucose it's the food of the plant, but the oxygen for us. So the photosynthesis process, it is very important for the plant and human. How does the photosynthesis process occur? Leaves contain chlorophyll, which gives them their green color. Chlorophyll absorbs energy from sunlight. So the function of chlorophyll absorb energy from sunlight. Green leaves use the light energy from the sun to combine the carbon dioxide from the air with water to make nutrients such as sugars, fats, and proteins that the plant needs to live. So, photosynthesis process used to make the food of the plant like fats, protein, and sugars that the plant need to live. Phloem, a set of tubes that transport the food downward from the leaves to the other parts of the plant. Again, phloem, a set of tubes that transport the food downward from the leaves to the other parts of the plant. The importance of photosynthesis process. Number one, for plants produce food. For living organisms or for other living organisms producing oxygen to breathe. Notes. Number one, life on the earth without plants would be impossible. When a celery stalk is placed in a glass of colored water, the water color will change to the color for the water in the cup. Xylem. Xylem helps in carrying colored water up from the roots to the plant's leaves. Again, xylem helps in carrying colored water up from the roots to the plant's leaves. Evaluation. What happens if you leave a plant in a dark room for 5 days? Yeah, exactly. Excellent, Ahmed. It will die. A celery stalk is placed in a glass of colored water. After a few time, the leaves and the flower will be colored like the color in the glass, because xylem transfer or transport this color to the flower. Task number 1 for today. What are the similarities and differences between human system and plant? Make a research about what does our similarities and difference between human system and the plants. I'm waiting for your answers and your videos. Goodbye.